My name is Larissa, and we're going to practice together for about 15 minutes. I love Matthew almost always says, "Good morning, Larissa. Good morning, Sangha." Sangha is us, this community. And then for those of you that weren't here yesterday, we had this little running joke about Charlie's Angels, started by Matthew. And so then just hearing Matthew call us all angels, what a delight. And just, bringing joy into our practice can be so helpful. And it doesn't mean if you're feeling tender and soft and tired and grieving, it doesn't mean that you have to feel joyful, but just to bring in levity where it makes sense. The levity of the expansion of an inhale. Collarbones lift, we literally create space within ourselves. It's just this reminder that our practice is our practice. It doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be a certain way. It's just practice. So with that reminder, just an invitation to check in with your body. Maybe making a little levity in your neck by making some neck rolls. Taking a deeper breath, creating some space within you. And just taking a bit of time to take care of your physical form. Just a little bit of tending, scooching the hips so you're just a teeny bit more comfortable. Asking your body what it needs today. Do I need a little more coziness? Would it be nice to have a bit more alertness, just leaning forward slightly? Rather than letting your mind make the decision, you're just checking in with your body. What feels good? This invitation to find that moment of pleasure, just sinking into your chair 5% deeper. Every moment, so you can slow down and give yourself permission to look for pleasure, to look for joy, to look for awe and wonder. Every moment that we do that, whether it's right here on our meditation, or during the busiest part of our day, that leads us right back to our safe refuge, this place inside of you. You can hold everything. This place inside of you that we withdraw into purposely to look for our own groundedness. There's large bouts of neutrality as well as we practice. The Buddhist philosophy teaches us that within us is this well of delight and ease, bliss and joy. And we don't have to get to it because it simply is here. It exists. Whether it's that small delight of letting your neck tip to one side and feeling just that opening in the side of your neck. Or whether it's that small discomfort when you start to feel an emotion that's a bit challenging. Whatever it is that you're feeling, it belongs here. It's okay to hold space for whatever comes. It's creating space with your inhale. And inviting softness with your exhale. We often talk about the reciprocal nature of our breath because I believe it's so important to remember. We're always in this cycle of giving and receiving. Every time we breathe in, we're receiving the gift of life through oxygen. Our body knows how to receive it. There's an intelligence in our body that we couldn't think our way into. And then when we exhale, we're giving back. And our bodies are so generous. If we take in 160 particles of oxygen, we give back 140. We only keep what we need and eat all. There's a real true abundance in that. Just like the trees that have already shed all of their leaves. They're giving back for the earth to compost. And then the earth creates new life through that composting in the winter. And when the spring comes, the trees and the plants begin to make their seeds. One strawberry creates thousands of seeds. And that strawberry is just giving of itself. That animal may consume that strawberry and then give the seeds back to the earth, and that cycle of composting and renewal begins again. Anytime that we're in a season of composting, releasing, perhaps grieving, it's remembering that that is part of this beautiful cycle of giving and receiving. And we're reminded of it every single time we take an inhale and then offer back an exhale. There's such deep wisdom in our body, in our breath. And right now, we just get to watch it. The thing you need to do right now, just simply watch your breath. Receive the goodness of it. Receive the life from it. And know that you're offering back so much. And there's nothing you need to do to give or receive. It's just happening. It's right here in the middle of it. It's for you. And it's for all of us. Just watching your breath. That cycle of giving and receiving. This natural, reciprocal experience. Because our nature is reciprocity. And when we give our laughter, we receive joy. When we give our sorrow by sharing with the right person, we receive support. And when I want to give, I expect that someone is receiving. So when it feels difficult to receive, remember that it's a gift to someone else, that you do receive their gift of giving. Just watch this process of giving and receiving with your breath. It's expanding and softening, creating spaciousness within you to hold anything that comes. And finding those moments of rest. We need both. And just simply observe your breath to watch the wisdom of it all. Just remembering how abundant our nature is. A beech tree requires this saving of energy for up to 40 years before a beech tree releases any seeds. It's 40 years of trust, 40 years of receiving energy in order to eventually give. And when that beech tree starts to give her seeds, she creates hundreds of thousands of seeds and simply gives them all for nourishment, consumption, fuel, in the hopes that one little squirrel will bury a seed and one beech tree, after 40 years, is created. Just consider how much receiving of energy that tree just trusts in the receiving, the receiving, the receiving. And just remembering how important it is for us to also give back to ourselves. And that's so much a part of our practice. Just receiving, getting to know yourself, starting to see, look at yourself through the lens of kindness. So we can have these seasons of winter where we're resting and receiving, filling ourselves up. So when it's time to give, we have a well of resources to give from. I invite you to bring your hands into any of your closing habits or practices. Just taking a moment, just giving yourself some appreciation just for showing up. A moment of gratitude for your practice. And we'll end with a few loving kindness readings. Just repeating them back as they make sense. May I remember to receive the abundance around me. May I remember my own abundant nature. When I am resourced, may I give generously. When I am under-resourced, may I rest and receive. When action is needed, may I choose to move with ease and peace. Whenever you feel complete, opening your eyes slowly, giving yourself that moment of gratitude. As always, Thank you each for being here. Thank you, Sangha, for supporting each other. Really appreciative of this community. Thank you for being here.